Alright guys, so welcome back to another Neo's Workshop. I'm going to be looking at a team member's gameplay once again, and it's actually Saul Oki once again, or got your 6. So, let's jump right into it. Let's see what we can, what notes or tips I can give him just of observing his gameplay. Now, from having watched this already, dude, that deck is extremely heavy, but the levels that you have in your cards obviously help a lot. I don't think I could run a deck like this just because not my playstyle, but if you're patient enough and you have the levels like you obviously do, I mean, these 2 cards are level 5. That's ridiculous. So that's pretty strong. But if you like playing it and you run it good, which I think you do, then you should be winning games for sure. I didn't think this guy stood a chance just because some of the levels that he displayed on his some of his cards, I didn't think he had a chance against it, to be honest. So the trade there was good. That was already looking bad for him. I'm talking about this trade with the when he did this. Because chances are, if he wouldn't have killed the stand, he wouldn't have zapped the Cardman like he does now in a second. And Cardman can definitely stay there longer, and cost maybe 2 bars to go, especially level 5. So this is probably only one play that I could have probably done different in this game. I would have preferred Randy going after the man-bear pig and leaving the Santa alone, just so I could do something else with Santa afterwards. But other than that, I think he had this game in the bag, so. And I'm pretty sure this is pre-patch for that Bradley. So it was right to zap that ass. I really don't like that Bradley. I've tried playing him and I can't stand playing building decks around him. I don't know. I know he's really good, but I just don't like him. And then the fact that man-bear pig can just take the blast from a phone and not die. I mean, not get blown away. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. No, fuck man-bear pig. And then yeah, this guy just didn't stand a chance. So anyway, so that game, you're playing pretty patient, which is pretty damn good. I do like that a lot. Ew, I don't want to see this. Which is the right way to play those kinds of decks. Anything with like man-bear pig, Grand Wizard Cardman, all that stuff. You definitely need to play them with patience. So and time it right. My surprise is that you're running those kind of cards without a Pope Timmy. So more credit to you, because you know that's usually a really common strategy. So, but then again, the levels that you have, I think the Pope is not entirely necessary. That's why this deck works for you. So now let's do the second game. This was more interesting. Now, I think the 2 biggest reasons you lost this game was primarily the deck that you're running and the deck that he's running. The deck he's running has 3 removal cards, if I'm not mistaken, which he just used 1. That blast there was a little delayed, but anyways, as I was saying, Bradley here single-handedly got him to win, because I think best case scenario, if he hadn't gotten that bar, he would have probably not gotten the rest of the game. But like I was saying before, the deck that he's using, I was running something similar to it not too long ago, and it has 3 removal cards. So against decks like yours that are so heavy, Actually, he has 4. I forgot about that. He does also have the Liane. So, and he plays it. He's actually timing the cards right. He's estimating when you're drawing your cards, and he's calculating when you're about to play certain cards properly. That's why he beat you, and that's the only problem that I see with your deck. That that's the reason I don't run it. So all the removal cards that he has and the Liane, they neutralize all your cards in almost every play they try to make. And with the kind of removal cards that he's running, it almost makes irrelevant the levels that you have. Which is the reason why I was running a similar deck before, because even if I fought whales, I could still beat them because of the same reason. There, it was lucky that the shield went down at the time that it did. Otherwise, that way they wouldn't have died. And then see, he's just timing his counters to your big cards each time. And then unfortunately just couldn't defend there at the end. So you played well, but like I said, I think that's the weakness to that deck. It's not necessarily that you made a mistake. It's just that the deck that he's running is a really good counter deck, and the deck that you're running doesn't exactly work well against the deck that he's running. So it was kind of an unfortunate thing, but also he's a pretty decent player. He was timing things pretty well, and it just, you know, he was able to beat you because of that. But in my opinion, I wouldn't run that kind of deck because of that exact same reason. I like to run more versatile decks, and so that's why I used to run a deck that was similar to his, and now I'm running an adventure mystical deck. Not only did Bradley get nerfed already since this video, but since that gameplay video you just sent me, but I just I don't have the patience to run decks like that, and it's just not my playstyle. So I like more versatile decks. But you do use the deck well. It's just like I said, that was just the kind of a deck that your deck is probably not going to do very well against every time. So unless the guy really sucks, like he has plenty of tools to counter you, as we saw, and it's just a matter of him playing them well. So it's not much else that we can do from there. Other than that, I would just say probably try to switch up your deck a little bit, because you're really relying on that energy building up, and to, you know, for you to be able to play those large cost cards. So I would probably restructure your deck a little bit better. But you play the cards pretty well, and with how strong your cards are, if you can combine them with a different, maybe with mystical would probably be the better idea. You can probably run mystical, adventure, and your man bear pig. That'd probably be pretty tough. So but yeah, anyways, I hope this helps. If you guys have any other questions or any feedback, let me know. Thanks for watching.